Alright, so we're working on that boat trailer that I'm making. This is what's going to be the frame of the deck, or the deck, I guess you could call it. I cut up some extra parts I had laying around. It's 3" by 3/16 thick angle iron, which is a bit heavier than I was looking for. I was looking for like maybe a 2" by 1/8", but this is all I had, so I'm going to make it work. We got the main section right here. This is going to be the front of the trailer. The square tubing I have here is going to be a crossbar. I guess like a bulkhead sort of bar. And then this angle back here is going to get, I'm going to tack it together where it's at, and then when I set this on the trailer, I'm going to break that off, and the wood I have in this trailer is going to be the deck. When the wood is on the deck, then this bar, this angle iron, is going to keep the wood from going up that way or back this way. It's going to kind of hold it in place. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. But this is pretty much the frame, or the deck, I guess. So I'm going to tack it into place where I want it, and then I'm going to go get the trailer, wheel that around here, and throw her on. Alright, so I have my Fronius set up now, and I'm running 280 inches a minute at around 19.5 volts. Alright, so as you can see, now we got our deck all tacked together. I'm going to slide that out of the way, go grab the trailer, get this thing on here. I'll get the trailer prepared, wire wheel that, and sand it down and whatnot before I go to tear this up. Alright, so now we got this thing ready to weld out here. I got everything ground down. Went ahead and threw the deck up on the trailer. So now it's time to start welding this thing out. I'm going to go ahead and attach it to the actual trailer frame before I start welding the corners of this angle iron. It is welding on me right now, or it is raining on me right now, so that's going to be fun, but that's what happens sometimes. I had to move the gold wing, but I was able to get this trailer to fit in here. So I guess now it's time to start welding it, and I'll be out of the rain for a little bit at least. If you're not very good at doing overhead welds, you don't have to do them overhead. You can flip this thing over. But I don't mind doing overhead, so making it work. Alright, so now we got most of that stuff all welded out. The welds should hold. I mean, it's just a light little trailer. I might put a cross member or two in here to support the wood, but I don't know yet. I'll cut the wood to length and then see how flimsy it is. I may need one in the back, at least. See, that's, I just broke that piece of angle off. The only reason that was on there was to just keep this thing square when I was throwing the deck. When I was throwing the two pieces together, this angle was just to keep it square. It's actually going to sit kind of like so. I'll probably have to trim it up a little bit. And that's going to keep the wood in place. I might have to throw, I mean, I do have this. I guess the wood could sit on this. And then I would have that center cross member plus the A-frame up there. That may be enough cross members for this little trailer. I'm not sure. I might throw a light one from like here, And that may be all this thing needs as far as cross members. I don't know. We'll see. I'll go get the wood, see what happens with it. Alright, so I went and finished that up off camera. I'm kind of pressing for time a little bit here. Anyway, that's the trailer now. I would still have to trim up the electrical lines. I did run them through the tongue again, but I would have to trim them up to make it so there's not a whole lot of wasted electrical stuff. And I still don't have paint on the top side yet. I did put some paint underneath them boards, but I mean, it's raining. It's probably not gonna dry too well, but I mean, it's hidden, so I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I just wanted to try to get some sort of paint on there. So yeah, I got some 2x12s on there. I did put a cross member about where my tape measure is sitting. I got a flat bar on the front that holds the front of the wood down. Then I got that angle iron in the back, like I said. It's just welded right there and right there. And then the wood was still moving side to side, so I put some screws in it with a countersink on them. I don't have a machine countersink, I just use a larger drill bit. So I mean, those heads, they stick up a little bit, but not, I mean, it's not terrible. So I mean, I think I could live with that. Now these woods, they don't move. It is pretty sturdy. You can actually stand on the back of this thing. Well, I'm going to roll it in here so the jack's not out in the driveway. The driveway goes downhill. Anyway, I'll stand up here. There, I'm standing on the back. You know, it's not lifting the tongue of it up. That was the purpose of this crossbar here, to add some weight in front of the axle. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you threw something real heavy on the back here, it would lift up. Yeah, I mean, the woods seem fairly solid. I mean, I can stand on them. They do flex a little bit, but they do have cross members all over the place, so they can only sag like half an inch or so. I think this trailer's done. Like I said, it might need paint. It might need the electrical. I mean, that's about 10 foot longer than it needs to be. But this thing is done. I added some angle irons right here for some tie downs on the rear of this thing. So if you have like an ATV or a garden tractor up here, you know, you can push it against the bulkhead, tie it down, and then maybe run a strap over the middle or something. I don't know. I like tie down anchor points like that, so I threw them on there. It is a flat deck, kinda, so I mean, it does have a little bit of a lip, but nothing too terrible. So I don't know. I think this thing's kind of cool. Hopefully I can sell it. Try to make like $700 or something. I don't know. We'll see. Kind of sucks because I can't really paint it. I was hoping to paint it and then, you know, try to get a good chunk of change for it, but I don't know. I might just put it up on Marketplace as is, even without being painted, and try to get something out of it. Because I kind of need, I have like 3 days where I can move this thing. After that, it might as well just be mine. But I need to try to make money in 3 days, so hopefully this thing works out. I don't know. we'll see. Hopefully this helps somebody out there. Now you know how to make a boat trailer into a utility trailer. Hopefully you can try to make some money along the way.